guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Success, the Success Carter, and if this is my first time on your screen, please don't make it your last. Like and subscribe to me, it helps me a lot. I will literally kneel down and beg you, but you know what? I'm wearing couture. I'm just kidding. But if it's not, welcome back, OG. So today we're on to another episode of The Other Looks, and in case you're wondering, what is The Other Looks? Well, right now I do have 2 up and running videos on my channel as to the best and the worst dress list at the Oscars 2025. So if you want to go check that out, that would be really amazing. But in this portion of the video, we like to sit tight and judge the looks that we did not get to talk about in the other video. Now, the rule of this review is quite simple. We will be judging the looks on a scale of 1 to 10, from 6 to 10 being a hot, and from 5 to 1 being a chopping chop chop. Are you ready? Are we ready to judge the looks? Well, I know I am. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First up on our list, we have the beautiful, the gorgeous Raye. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this red corseted strapless long dress. And this one was by Vivienne Westwood. And first of all, I would say that this year, I really did enjoy most of the looks I saw on the red carpet. I really wasn't scrambling for looks to talk about because everywhere I turned, looks were served. And I feel like this is one of those dresses that was so beautiful and so wonderful. So I really have to talk about it. I mean, the first thing that really catches my attention about this dress has to be the color of the dress on her. She looks so stunning. She looks so vibrant. It really complemented her skin tone and I loved it. I also really love the construction of the dress. I feel like one thing that Vivienne Westwood really excels at when it comes to like dressmaking is just the beautiful corset detail they make. I feel like this corset dress, it's so very well done. It's so distinct Vivienne Westwood, and I feel like it fits her impeccably. I love the way the fabric drapes along the neckline. I love the, the off the shoulder moment. I love the way it kisses the floor. Every single thing was in check. You could tell that Raye went for the fitting and she was like, that is the dress that suits me and that is the one I'm going to have. And you can just tell that she loves the dress that she's wearing. Beautiful, gorgeous. Love the styling of the look with the diamond accessories, and this short hair on her really complemented the look. It really just exposed her beautiful collarbone and I loved it. This look by Raye definitely has to be a hot for me, and I'm rating this look, let's give it a solid 8 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the ebony goddess herself, Coco Jones. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this black spaghetti strap sequin slit long dress. And this one was by Coach. And honestly, I am so underwhelmed and disappointed by this look on Coco tonight. I can't even lie. I mean, Coco is gorgeous. She is beautiful. The face card never declined. It eats for days. But you want to know what was declining? This look on Coco tonight was declining. This look might as well have just filed for bankruptcy because this look just did not eat for me one bit. I mean, I really just did not know what to expect when I heard that Coach was making like a gown fit for a red carpet. But if this is what they are serving, if this is what they are giving, they should just leave dressmaking to the fashion houses that know how to do dressmaking. Let's leave it to the Armani Privé. Let's leave it to the Vivienne Westwood. Let's leave it to the Saint Laurent. Let's leave it to even, the Gucci, the Prada, the Louis Vuitton. Coach, stop. The construction of this was very basic. It was very pedestrian. It just did not give what I needed it to give. I don't know. The mixing of the fabric just didn't work in this instance. We went from that, kind of like crepe fabric to the details that we see on the lower half of the dress. This patterned moment, then we had the velvet. It just felt like a lot of ideas were coming together. And I know this is a black look and they tried to elevate this look through texture, but I don't feel like it worked for me. Also, the placement of this slit is just not doing it for me. It was just awful, to be honest, and I just did not enjoy this look. So yeah, this look by Coco, I did not enjoy. The construction just felt a little basic and pedestrian. So it definitely has to be a chop for me, and I'm rating this look. Let's give it a solid 4 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the gorgeous, gorgeous Ava DuVernay. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this ashy white super structured long dress. And this one was custom Louis Vuitton. And I really enjoyed this look. I mean, what did I say in the beginning of this review? The looks were looking at the Oscars. Everywhere I turned, there was a diva in like a couture. And I feel like this look right here is giving me very simplified couture, if you know what I mean. I mean, this look just felt very clean, but at the same time, it felt very sophisticated. It felt very red carpet appropriate. And honestly, this is what the Oscars is all about. I would rather you serve a clean, cut, concise look than give us a look that poses to give the drama that is just really all over the place. And I just feel like this look right here is giving me a very clean cut aesthetics, and I really enjoyed it. Now, I enjoyed the structure that we see on the shoulder, just coming into that strapless long dress. I also just love how the dress fits. You could just see that they've used darts to kind of like shaping the dress, and it worked. Now, for styling, she has gone very minimal in the styling of this look, and I feel like everything just came rightfully together in such a beautiful way. I love the hair on her. Even though it's braids, it's kind of like packed all the way to the back, and it doesn't pull focus away from the look. And I feel like this look in itself was really successful. I love the clutch, I love the earrings, I love the bangles. It's just a really fab look for a fab award show. So this look, definitely by Ava, has to be a hot for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it an 8 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful, beautiful H.E.R. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this golden, shimmering, long, strapless dress by Ralph Lauren. And honestly, I would say this dress had all the potential to be like a very beautiful gown on the red carpet. However, just certain elements about this look just felt a little too unfinished to me. And that immediately just takes me out of the fantasy, because I'm like, why are you trying to channel glam, but at the same time, I'm seeing some really bad finishes, very rough around the edges. I just did not expect that of a Ralph Lauren gown. And just seeing this is really throwing me off. Now, first of all, when you zoom into the look, the hem of the look, it seemed very unfinished, very frayed, very frazzled. And honestly, I don't want to believe that this was an intentional detail, because even if it was, I just feel like that would have been a huge disconnect from the rest of the dress. It just doesn't make any sense, because it's not telling one cohesive fashion story. So even if that was intentional, I don't feel like it connected really well for me. So that definitely takes out points from this look. Also, the styling of the look with the choker, it just felt a bit too clunky, if I'm being honest. Because her hair is let down, I just feel like we needed more neck room. We needed more space up here to kind of celebrate her beautiful collarbone. But just adding that heavy choker, it's kind of just not what I would expect out of this look. Now, if she wanted to go for this choker moment, maybe having her hair up and in a bun away from her face, that would have definitely helped in giving us more elongation of her neck. So this look by H.E.R. definitely has to be a chop for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it a 4 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the effervescent beauty, Stacy Martin. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this patterned structural long dress, and this one was by Louis Vuitton. And honestly, was I living, was I loving? I really don't think so. Now, this look was kind of like a nice recall to the dress that Cynthia Erivo had on for the Golden Globes Award. It literally was the same silhouette. It was by Louis Vuitton, the same construction, same everything. And the problem I did have with that look, even though I enjoyed the structure on that look, was how the patterns just felt a little too busy for the red carpet. And I feel like that is exactly the problem I'm having with this look on Stacy tonight. Now, the patterns just seemed too all over the place. It seemed too chaotic. And just the addition of this ribbed-like detail that we see on the Whoopi skirt also added another layer of details that did not quite mesh well together. So it just seemed like we had like very details kind of fighting for attention, and it just did not quite work for me. I don't know, I really just did not enjoy the look. The patterns were a bit distracting. I just maybe would have wanted this in like a single solid bold color. That way, maybe it would have channeled that aesthetic that I'm looking for. But yeah, this look by Stacy Martin, I found it to be a bit distracting, so it has to be a chop for me. And I'll rate this look, let's give it a 5 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the gorgeous, gorgeous Monica Barbaro. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this pale pink ball gown, and this one was by Christian Dior. And honestly, I really did enjoy this look on Monica tonight. I feel like this was just playing to that very classic Hollywood silhouette where we had like the knit in waist and the larger than life ball gown. And this was a perfect representation of that. I also just love the mixing and matching of like the fabric texture. I feel like the bejeweled bra moments really connected well with this Pintoris kind of like silky looking fabric that we see, you know, used to create this ball gown effect. I think it really worked. I also like that kind of like maxi pleated detailing that we see on the Whoopi skirt. I feel like just the way it cinches in and jets out, that just creates a very beautiful silhouette, and I feel like it just flatters Monica in such a beautiful way. Now, I would say that the creasing and crumpling of the lower half of this look takes away points from me, because I'm just like, I don't know, maybe enough care would have been taken to like steam the look. But regardless, this was still a very beautiful look. The concept was there, the idea was there, the execution was there. So yeah, this look by Monica definitely has to be a hot for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it a 7 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the bold, the beautiful, divine Joy Randolph. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this black strapless sequin and velvet long dress. And this one was by Tamara Raf Couture. And this was definitely one of the standout black dresses that I saw on the red carpet today. I mean, take note, ladies, this is how you do big girl fashion and look flawless at that. I mean, every single thing about this look was really well fitted and designed. And I just feel like this look was molded onto her body. I like the construction of the bodice area. It seemed beautiful. Just the way it cinches her and creates like a beautiful flattering waistline was so beautiful to watch. I also just love this kind of like drapings that we see at the side of the look. I feel like that in itself just helps to really bring out her proportions, and it just works beautifully. Now for styling, she has gone very minimal in the styling of the look. I love the styling with the diamond accessories. I also really did love this hair on her. It seemed very fresh. It seemed very modern. And I think it just was cohesive with the rest of the look. So yeah, I really enjoyed this look by Divine. So it definitely has to be a hot for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it a solid 8 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the diamond of the season. We have the beautiful, the gorgeous Margaret Qualley. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this midnight blue velvet long dress. And this one was by Chanel. And did I enjoy this dress on Margaret tonight? I don't think I did. Now, first of all, like I've said time and time again, velvet is a very tricky fabric to work with. Yes, it can look really expensive. Yes, it can look really lush. Yes, it can look really extravagant. But when the construction of it is a little bit off, it can start to look very droopy and saggy. And I feel like that is exactly what the problem I had with this look on Margaret tonight was. I just feel like just the way the fabric was bunched up, most especially at the neckline of the dress, I don't feel like it worked for me. Now, when she does turn around to the back and we see that backless moment, I really tend to appreciate the look more. But obviously, Margaret is not walking around the carpet facing her back. We're judging the front of the look. So this look by Margaret just did not quite land for me. I get the concept, but the execution was not quite there for me. So yeah, this look by Margaret definitely has to be a chop for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it a solid 5 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the statuesque beauty, Felicity Jones. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this silver liquid organza halter neck long dress. And this one was by Armani Privé. And she looks gorgeous. She looks really beautiful. But honestly, are we really surprised? I mean, Armani Privé, when it comes to like dressmaking, is just always going to be like a 10 over 10 for me. They definitely know what they are doing down there in the studio, creating these dresses that just continually wow us for like red carpets. And I feel like this dress is definitely one of them. I love how simple the look was. The construction was perfectly executed. The material, this liquid organza, just never fails to really stun me. There's just something very lush and expensive about this liquid organza fabric. And I just feel like the essence of glamour was definitely seen in this look on the red carpet tonight. I really enjoyed the look. I really enjoyed the cutout details that we see on the side. I really enjoyed this kind of like bow detail. It's not like completely like a blown out bow. It's just like a kind of bow, and I enjoyed it. Overall, this look was really clean, cut, concise. It definitely still channeled that heavy glamour. So yeah, this look by Felicity Jones, clean, cut, concise, lovely, has to be a hot for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it an 8 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the Statuesque Beauty, Raffey Cassidy. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this off-white, silky, long dress. And this was clean, this was simple, this was gorgeous, this was red carpet appropriate. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the simplicity in the construction of this Loewe dress. But at the same time, I just feel like it definitely had some details that really took it all the way there for me. Now, the first thing that just really captures my attention when I look at this dress is this like structural kind of like detail that we see on the shoulders. I feel like that little detail in itself just really elevated the experience of the look. And I feel like it just worked for me. This look was clean, it was simple, it had the details, it had the execution, it had the construction. And I feel like she looks beautiful in this gown. So yeah, I really did enjoy this look by Raffey Cassidy. So it has to be a hot for me. And I'm rating this look, let's give it a 7 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the super handsome Bowen. And for the Oscars 2025, he had on this black leather blazer top with patterns, a pair of black pants, and a baby pink inner shirt. And this one was by Etro. And I'm usually in love with like Bowen's fashion choices when it comes to like the red carpet. However, for this look tonight, I just did not find myself liking it. And it definitely had everything to do with the styling choices of the look. I just felt like this look in itself just felt a bit too disconnected for me. And just the styling of the pieces didn't quite come together like he intended it to. I mean, we had this kind of like leather blazer top. Then we had the pairing of that with like this crepe black pants. And then we had the pink inner shirt. It just seemed a bit chaotic in terms of like styling choices, and it just did not feel as cohesive. Now, the main thing really throwing this look off to me has to be the patterns that we see on that leather blazer top. I feel like it just clashes so bad with the inner shirt, and it just did not work for me. I don't know, it just did not quite come together for me. It just seemed a bit off. The look seemed very disconnected. And while I can appreciate the experimentation when it comes to like the fashion choices, did it quite land tonight? I don't think so. So yeah, this look by Bowen has to be a chop for me, I'm sorry. So I'm going to rate this look, let's give it a 4 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the legend, the icon, Whoopi Goldberg. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this bluey liquid organza off the shoulder maxi ball gown, and this one was by Kristen Siriano. And oh my god, I was so gagged when I saw this look. You guys have no idea. She looks really stunning in this dress, and nobody can tell me otherwise. This dress was perfection for her. I've just really never seen Whoopi this glammed up, and I'm enjoying every single second of it. She looks like something off a Disney fairy tale movie. It just seemed really grand. The dress was taking up space. She was definitely snatching all the attention in this, and I loved it. I also just loved the construction and the structure of the look. It just felt really extravagant. And I love that. I love this like structure that we see at the neckline, this like off the shoulder movement. I think that in itself was beautifully constructed. I also just love the construction of the corset detail that just really helped to like nip the waist in and give us a more proportional, shape. And I feel like that really worked in Whoopi's favor. This dress really accentuated her proportions beautifully, and I loved it. This was a gorgeous, gorgeous dress tonight. This was a pleasant surprise for Whoopi, and guess what? I am loving every single second of it. So yeah, this look by Whoopi Goldberg definitely has to be a hot for me. And let's see how we're rating this look a solid. Let's give it a 9 over 10. Next up on our list, we have the legendary Michelle Yeoh. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this navy blue strapless long dress, and this one was by Balenciaga Couture. And I really did enjoy this look on Michelle tonight. Now, for the previous red carpet we've seen her in, we've definitely seen her in like the blacks and the metallics, the gold, the silver. So it's just kind of like refreshing to see her in a more vibrant color. I feel like this blue color just looks really dainty on her. It really complements her skin tone and I loved it. I also was in love with the style of the dress. It was rather simple, but it still looks very elegant and sophisticated. I really did enjoy this look by Michelle. So it has to be a hot for me. And I'll rate this look a solid. Let's give it a 7 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the super handsome Joe Locke. And for the Oscars 2025, he had on this black trench jacket, a golden inner jacket, an inner white shirt, and a gray toned pair of pants. And did someone call for a waiter? Did you order for a drink? I know I did not. Who ordered for a drink? Because I know I did not. He definitely looks like a waiter in this dress. It's giving me very waiter, very butler meets school prom. And maybe he was cosplaying a waiter at the school prom. That would be a perfect explanation as to this look. Because this look was just not doing anything for me. The style seems very dated. It definitely looks like someone in service. It definitely looks like when I say chop chop, he'll be here running with his trays, hoping to serve me. Oh, I can only hope and dream. But yeah, that's what this look is giving. It doesn't seem like he is a dapper man on like the red carpet, if you know what I mean. This look just felt rather costumey and disappointing. So it's gonna be a chop for me. And let me rate this look. Let's give it a 3 over 10. Next up on our list, she came in like a wrecking ball. We have the beautiful, the gorgeous Miley Cyrus. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this black halter neck bejeweled long dress. And honestly, I kind of like this dress. To be honest, it was just fine. It was nothing really groundbreaking. It was nothing really spectacular, but it wasn't boring and regular schmegular too. I mean, this is kind of like middle of the road, kind of plateauing in the middle for me. And although it's a great look, am I really like excited over the top? I really don't think so. I just feel like she has done like 1,000 black dresses for like award season this year. And so I just would have loved to see something more colorful, more textural, more structural. I don't know. Give me something, give me anything. But this dress is still a gorgeous dress. I can't lie. I can't fault the dress. But it's just like expected at this point. Another black dress. Yay. Okay. Yay. So yeah, this look by Miley, it's still going to be a hot for me. But I'm rating this look a solid. Let's give it a 6 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the internet sensation, Bretman Rock. And for the Oscars 2025, he had on this golden toned pleated maxi look. And this one was by Robert One. And honestly, slay. Work diva. I enjoyed every single second of this look. It just felt very larger than life. It felt very avant-garde. It felt very fashion. But at the same time, I literally could still see this for like an actual red carpet for the Oscars. And I feel like he bodied this look so well. I loved everything about the look, from the way it fits, to the texture of the look, to the pleated details that we see all over the look, to that maxi stole he had behind him. This look just felt very well put together. I also just love this hair on him. I feel like it just complemented this look even more. And you know what? This was a good fashion showing from Bretman tonight. I actually really did enjoy this look by him. So it has to be a hot for me. And I'll be rating this look. Let's give it a 9 over 10. Up next on our list, we have the beautiful Mindy Kaling. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this silver toned embellished halter neck long dress, and this one was by Oscar de la Renta. And I just didn't really like this look on her tonight. I just feel like with all the embellishment that were done onto the base of this fabric, it just seemed rather too crafty for me, and I just wasn't able to enjoy the dress in on itself. Also, I really don't think that silver is Mindy's, color. I've definitely seen her in like gold outfits, and I feel like I prefer that better. I just feel like this kind of like washes her out in such an odd way. So I really wasn't able to really enjoy this look. Also, the hair choice for this dress, I'm not sure I was sold on it for sure. I mean, I definitely would have loved like an updo to just really elongate her neck. But you know what? That's just me. I don't know. It just seemed a bit too crafty. Like they kind of found like embellishments and just threw 1,000 embellishment onto the base of the fabric. It was giving me very that. And it just did not seem as couture and refined as I would have wanted it to. So yeah, this look by Mindy definitely has to be a chop for me. And I'm rating this look. Let's give it a solid 4 over 10. Up next in our list, we have the Ebony Queen herself, Lupita Nyong'o. And for the Oscars 2025, she had on this white corseted long dress. And this was by Chanel Couture. And this is a Chanel dress that I really enjoyed on the red carpet today. I mean, Lupita has been doing a lot of Chanel dresses all award season. And honestly, this is the only one that I'm like, you look good, babes. Because the other looks that I saw looks really crazy. And I was like, Chanel Couture, you guys need to wrap this up and go back to your village because this is clearly not your calling to create couture dresses. But this look right here is a pleasant surprise. I love the fit of the dress. I love this white on her. She looks really angelic. I love the kind of like beading pearl details that we see on the strap of the dress. I love how it goes into that kind of like shimmering corset detailing. And for the first time, I kind of like the bow on this look. I really enjoyed this look by her. The hair, the accessories, the makeup, everything just comes together really nicely. And I loved it. So yeah, this look by Lupita definitely has to be a hot for me. And I'll be rating this look a solid. Let's give it an 8 over 10. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I share with you guys my top best and worst dress list at the Oscars 2025. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I'll definitely be seeing you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Bye.